Today we're tackling a super important topic that a lot of actors need to know about. The biggest red flags when you are joining an acting agency. So whether you're new to the industry or you've been around for quite a while, knowing what to look out for when you're signing that contract with an agency can save you a lot of trouble down the line. So let's dive in. So first up, it's upfront fees. This is a major red flag because no legitimate agency asks for any fees. An agency should not be asking you for any money upfront in order to represent you. Because for those people who don't know, when it comes to an agency, they get paid via commission. So they send you to the audition, you go and you audition hoping that you are going to get the part. Now you get the part, which is for X amount of money, and then once you act on set and you do everything, the money is then paid into the agency. The agency then takes their percentage and they send you the rest of the money. So if an agency is charging you fees before you've even done any work, that is a massive red flag. And the reason for that is because agencies can't guarantee you any work. So what exactly are you paying for? Are you paying for the right to be represented by this agency? What exactly are you paying for? And we're gonna get into why they can't guarantee you work later on. Now first, let me be clear about this. There might be some things that you might have to cover with regards to fees. So if the agency is telling you that this is for headshots, is for your acting resume, then if they are telling you that this is because they're going to get a professional headshot photographer that's going to shoot you and stuff like that, then that's understandable. But if you are just paying for the simple right of them being your agent, then that is completely wrong. Now getting on to the next thing is something that we just spoke about, and that is guaranteeing you work. If an agency promises you a certain amount of jobs, if they promise you that they're gonna get you on this series, then that's a big red flag. Especially if you saw this agency on a site where they are saying things like, become a star with us, become the next movie star, book roles on Netflix. You've probably seen a couple of them. These are red flags because these agencies are promising things that they ultimately cannot guarantee you. Because you see, the truth is, no one can guarantee you work as an actor. The acting industry requires so many different things. Success in the acting industry depends on so many different factors. Your talent, your look, your timing, your luck, and also the type of character they are looking for. There's a whole lot of different things, and remember, you have competition. You have other actors that are actually going to be auditioning for these roles along with you. So your agency can't just step in front of the line and say to the casting director, yes, give my actor that specific role. No, they can't do that. The casting director is coming from a production that is looking for actors. They are then going to the agencies and asking the agencies for the list of actors that best fits this role. They are not only going to your agency, they are going to other agencies as well. And that is why when you go to an audition, the room is usually full of other talented actors. So to put it bluntly, a trustworthy agency is not going to make promises that they can't keep. They should be A, realistic about the journey ahead, and B, transparent about the nature and competitiveness of the industry. And then another red flag is pressure that they are putting on you in order to sign contracts. A trustworthy agency knows how important it is to actually read over contracts. So a trustworthy agency will send you the contract, tell you that you can read over it, you can have it sent to a lawyer, you can do whatever you need to in order to make sure that the contract is as legitimate as possible. They are not going to simply just give you the contract and tell you to sign it there on the spot. Because if they are forcing you to sign the contract, that means that there's a good possibility that there are things on that contract that they don't want you to see. And they just simply want you to sign it because that means that you will then be contractually obligated to their agency. So please guys, always read your contract carefully. Understand exactly what the commission fee is for the agency. Understand how long you are tied to the agency, or if you are not happy with the agency, how exactly you can leave the agency, and basically how the agency is going to be representing you. And now another huge flag is unprofessional behavior. Now this is something that can take many forms, but basically your agency is supposed to treat you right. They are supposed to treat all the actors on their books in the best way possible. They are supposed to be professional with you, respectful towards you, and they have your career at the forefront of their focus. They want to make sure that they are putting you in the best possible position so that you can succeed as an actor. Now, this does not mean that they are going to be sending you to acting classes, but they are going to be encouraging you to go to acting classes because they can see that it is going to help you. And other ways that unprofessional behavior can creep its way in is basically when it comes to the messages that they send you. If they're hard to reach, if they're not responding to emails, even if they just cancel meetings last minute. Because these are things that show that the agency does not have all of their things together. And the way I always think about it is if they can't manage day-to-day things, then how exactly are they going to manage your career? Or a book full of actors that all want their careers managed. How are they going to do that? Especially when it comes to this industry, professionalism is such an important thing. And the person that you are expecting to be the most professional of all is your agent. So if they are not being professional, then that's a massive red flag. And funny enough, another red flag that a lot of actors actually overlook is passion for the industry. A lot of times when you look at some of the biggest agencies in the world, the people that are on their books, the people that are actually running the agency, used to be actors themselves. These are people that are passionate. These are people that really put their years in when it comes to the industry. And those are the people that you are looking up to because they understand exactly what needs to happen for you in order to take your career from here to here. A good agent should believe in you. They should believe in your talent. And they should be striving to do all that they can in order to open up doors for you so that you can go and ultimately make them more money. Ultimately put them even higher than what they are. If the agency is just treating you like another number, if the agency isn't sending you out for auditions, you ultimately want to find an agency that suits you, one that is going to help take you to the next level, one that's going to keep you on your toes, and one that's going to be pushing you forward for those, one that's going to be getting you into audition rooms, one that is going to be there when you need some advice about your career, an agency that believes in you enough that they will actually just give you that advice. And then lastly, this is one that has been coming up so much recently, especially in South Africa. Be wary of agencies that focus more on extras work than featured work. While don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being an extra. If you are trying to grow as an actor, then necessarily doing extras work is not really going to get you noticed. If you want to get featured work, you need to join an agency that is going to focus on featured work. So for example, if you are in Cape Town, South Africa, and if you are with either APM, Artist One, Stellar Talent, one of those agencies, they are not going to be sending you forward for extras roles. They are only going to be sending you for auditions for featured work. And by featured work, I mean that the camera is focusing on your face, you have dialogue to speak, and you are playing a part in the story that is being told in either the commercial, on TV, or on film. Because you see, especially in South Africa, a lot of the new starting out agencies, what they like to do is they like to just fill up their books with as many actors as possible and then send them forward for extras roles. Because a lot of times for agencies, this is a much easier route. So they want to send them out there, go get extras work so that they can make money off of every single head that is being sent onto set. But for you as an actor, if you are with an agency that is doing that, then unfortunately that's not really going to be benefiting you in the long run. You want to align yourself with an agency that will only focus on getting you featured work. And then getting on to the last thing, get yourself an agent that you can trust. Because at the end of the day, with all of the red flags that we just pointed out, the main thing is you need to actually trust your agency. You need to remember that this is your career at the end of the day. You need to love your career enough that you are willing to sometimes wait for an agency. When it comes to my agency, APM, it took me a while to actually join the agency. But I knew that I loved this agency so much that I was willing to wait for them. So while I was busy building my career, while I was busy getting other acting classes, while I was adding as many skills to my toolbox as possible, I was waiting around for them because I was waiting for an opening so that I could join this agency, because this was the one that I loved from the beginning. When I started out, when I said that I want to be an actor, then this is the agency that I was looking up to, and I said that one day I'm gonna join that agency. And then luckily I reached that goal and I joined that agency, and ever since then it's been me proving to them why they made a good choice with me. Remember, once you join the agency, the work doesn't stop. You still have to put in the work, But the main thing about this last part of the video is that trust in yourself, trust in the decision that you are going to make, and really do your research before the time so that you can avoid joining an agency that is only going to give you a sour feeling about the industry. Because you want to be with an agency that makes you happy, an agency that makes you feel valued, an agency that is going to take you to the next level. So take some extra time to research the agencies and follow these steps to make sure that there are no red flags, and then go and join a good agency in your area. So that is it for this one, guys. If you guys found this helpful, then give this video a like. Also subscribe to the channel for more acting content like this. Also, if you have any red flags that I forgot to mention, then drop those down in the comments. And also, if you have any acting questions, drop those also in the comments, and then I will be answering them in upcoming videos. But guys, keep on working, keep on striving to make something of this career, and I cannot wait to see you on set in the near future.